Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out, y'all.
There's not another DJ that puts in more mixing hours than DJ Wonder. Animal Status, Wednesday nights with DJ Wonder. Sway in the morning, Shade 45, Monday through Friday. The one and only DJ Wonder. Ladies and gentlemen, he's been DJing on this station for 40 years. Who's put in more hours? That's real. Turn the mics on. Mic check, mic check. We got to make sure this is right, man.
Okay.
Yeah. We got to make sure this is right, man. We got our young brethren came back, had the B.
I like it.
He been on a mission. This guy, to me, personifies what this new generation of MCs are or can be. He's the poster child for DIY. You know, he's been able to navigate through the internet in the way that many of us haven't since he been on the show last. I've been stealing all his secrets. And since then, we got 1 million subscribers on our YouTube channel.
Look at that.
I owe a lot of it to him.
Right.
Watching his moves, putting out videos that may reach 14 million views on his own, songs you may not even know, like The Greatest. We talked about these things last time he came, and he gave us some insight on it. Since then, man, the dude knocked on my door one day, and he invaded my property with me and King Tech in L.A., and we haven't got rid of him ever since. But luckily, man, King Tech liked him. And we brought him on the property, and he hung out with us for a couple of hours and really got to know each other. He got his new project as seen on the internet.
Yeah, buddy.
The one and only Futuristic is back.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I don't think my headphones are on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got to turn them on.
Okay, yeah, that's how it usually works. If you plug them in, they work, man.
Oh, bang, bang.
Dude is good online, but he ain't
Yeah,
horrible with technology.
Yeah,
man.
horrible.
Yeah, man. I don't know how that
What's
works.
poppin'? I can hear myself. I'm living good.
Welcome.
Good to see everybody again.
Yeah.
How you doing? We haven't hugged yet.
Yeah. Yo, Heather, he came to the house. He was in the guest house, hung out with us for a couple hours.
Nice
I was all up in there.
Yeah. How was your experience hanging out with Sway and Tech?
It was cool, man. It was cool. Tech is super funny.
What type of conversations was flowing between y'all?
Well, he just didn't. We was filming a video, and he didn't want to be corny or nothing like that. So he was like, "You sure this is cool? You sure this is cool?" We're like, "It's cool, bro." Like, yeah. And then after that, you know, we just chopped it up about music stuff.
Yeah.
Live life.
And I thought it was interesting because you had a guy who's been around for decades and a guy who may be around for decades if he plays cards right.
Right.
You know, but more of a new generation MC. And it was just great, the conversation that was happening. That's the bridge, I think, that's missing in the game.
Yeah.
You were very patient with us. I appreciate that.
Oh,
man.
yeah, for sure. It was super fun.
Y'all left a mess, though, bro.
Left a mess.
Yeah, man.
He lying. We don't leave no mess.
Moved a lot of stuff around in the house, man.
Oh, we moved some stuff.
Tech's wife got mad. The kids were crying.
Lies.
You want to apologize to
Blasphemy.
him. All right. So what's going on with the project as seen on the internet?
Man, As Seen on the Internet is a project I've been wanting to do forever. And it's basically, it came from like, I popped off from doing that nerd rap.
Yeah.
And what I did was I collabed with a big YouTuber and I dropped my video on the same day and we cross-promoted him.
With Devon Terrell?
No, with Big Dogs TV. He's like a prankster.
Okay.
So we did that and I just got hella fans from it. So I was like, if I could do that one time, what would happen if I did a whole album and every song was like that? Where I grabbed the biggest people from the internet that they're not even in music necessarily, just big people from the internet and incorporated them into the album.
Yeah.
And did pranks and skits and all this different stuff for their channels and cross-promoted. So that's what As Seen on the Internet is, man. It's music and then there's a ton of visual stuff that goes with it with all these big people that kids are following on the internet. And there's a music video to every song. Yeah, and then tons of people from the internet. So it's crazy.
Smart.
Yeah, that's smart, right?
Yeah.
How much it costs to do that sort of thing?
This was definitely my biggest budget for a project. But you know, a lot of it comes just from connects, being cool with people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it costs a little bit.
Costs a little bit out of your pocket? Or
Yeah, everything that I do, I pay for myself.
Wow.
Okay.
Always have.
You got a big family, man?
Yeah, I got 7 siblings. I'm one of 8.
And do y'all live together? Or?
Nah, hell no. We've never even all been in the same room at one time.
In your life?
Never. Not once.
Oh, that's the documentary we're going to work on together. Get them, why not? Different parents? Or?
Oh, yeah. My pops was, getting around, living his life.
Okay.
But no, my mom has one with another dude. My dad has like 4 different baby mamas. So.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Blended, diversity.
Yeah, of course.
You said you popped off with nerd rap. What is nerd rap?
I did this prank called Nerd Raps in Compton.
Yeah.
So I just went up to people and was like, "Hey, pals, you mind if I rap for you today?" And everybody just looked at me like, "Hell no."
Yeah.
And then when I started spazzing, it was like, wow. And, you know, it went viral. Everybody went super viral, got like millions and millions and millions of views on Facebook, had like 15 million on YouTube. And then all my other stuff just kind of boosted from that.
So are you able to make a living just off your YouTube views alone? Does that generate, or is it the shows? What generates the most money for you now?
It's just the music.
The music?
Yeah, the music by far makes the most. But yeah, YouTube is good revenue. Obviously, shows is good revenue. But for the most, it's definitely just mostly the music. Yeah, the album sales. We sell a good amount of copies. Yeah, and I think maybe because it is, I have those internet fans.
Yeah.
That all they do is they're just on the internet. So as soon as my shit drops on iTunes, bang bang, you know, people
bang bang bang,
copping it.
What I like about you, man, you don't have no what's the word?
Arrogance.
He doesn't. I mean, he has the typical rapper arrogance.
Yeah.
Like I know I'm dope, whether you
Bravado.
believe so or not.
Right.
Sheesh.
But I don't think you have any inhibitions about who you are. You don't seem like you have any insecurities about what people think of you as well.
Right. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. I think I used to. I really used to, and I used to always want to be like, you know, I look at what was popular and kind of try to emulate that. But as soon as you get away from that and you just be yourself, that's when I feel like you can take off, you know. And it's way less stressful when you're not worried about nothing and you're just being yourself. That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do. You
Most
put out
definitely.
a few projects up until now, man.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be the one that's going to even catapult you even more, man. And the song we're going to play, it's called Antisocial, Heather B.
Yeah.
Perfect for Low Roll Fridays.
Low Roll Fridays, all right? And I want to break down some of the lyrics in this song, if we will.
Oh, boy.
Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown
I can break it down like whatever you want.
on Sway in the Morning.
All right, Futuristic is here. If you want to speak with him, 888-742-3345. I was listening to Antisocial, which I really like. It got a nice classic West Coast groove to it.
Right.
And then I got to the third verse. And the third verse started really speaking to me.
Okay.
So I'm going to skip the first and second to get to the third verse and ask you a couple questions about some of these lyrics. Now, I took the lyrics down. If they're wrong, please feel free to correct me. Third verse starts, I've been through a lot. When you make money, you do a lot. 10 years climbing to the top. Everybody's steady hating. Trying to drag you down to lose your spot.
Yeah.
When you write lyrics like that, I feel like a person is probably thinking about a particular time or even particular people.
Yeah.
What were you thinking of? What was that in reference to?
It's a lot of stuff. So yeah, I've been through a lot. When you make money, you do a lot. 10 years climbing to the top. Everybody steady hating, trying to drag you down to lose your spot. I got it. It's literally, this whole song kind of came from Arizona. Like Arizona is where I'm from. And I came up in Arizona, and you get a ton of love. Anywhere you at, you have a ton of love, but you also have the most hate there too.
Yeah.
Because it's a million people that at one point in time was bigger than you or thought they was better than you, and you surpass them. So this whole song kind of came from like some comments that I got, and it was like, sorry if I'm antisocial, like I can't be around all the time, and like they're like, you're never in Arizona, or you never did nothing for it, and it was just crazy. So that's what this whole song stemmed from, and it was just things that they don't know. They're not making no money, so they don't. I've been through a lot. When you make money, you do a lot. 10 years climbing to the top. Like I worked hard to get to this spot, and y'all don't know what it's like because you haven't been here.
Yeah.
So that's really where that first line came from.
So then, for people, well, I don't know, what's the hip hop scene or the music scene like for people in Arizona or your city or wherever you from?
It's actually really dope. That's the thing that's crazy about it, and I've always supported it. There is a lot of really dope artists in Arizona, and it wasn't always like that, or it wasn't to the point where everybody was getting shine and getting love, and you know, but everybody, like, artists are getting on the radio out there. Artists are making great projects, premiering on the iTunes charts. Like, there's dope artists out there, you know. So it was just crazy. It's just crazy when I do get the hate. I'm just like, bro, like, I've always supported everybody, and I've always wanted everybody to win, because when I first got to Arizona, there wasn't a scene. It was like only hood rappers was doing anything. It was like Willie North Pole and Juice.
Yeah.
And that was really the only two dudes that was really making noise. So like, and there was only hood shows coming through there. Like, there wasn't the shows that come through now, like the independent type stuff like I do, like that wasn't coming there.
Right.
You know, so it was just, it's a whole different scene, and it's like, in all reality, like, I created a huge scene, or was a big piece of creating a dope scene there. So it's, you know, when the new cats come up and they're like, oh, you not here, you not doing this, it's like, come on, bro, we've been doing it.
You've been doing it 10 years.
Yeah.
And you got a record from them stupid cops.
Yeah.
You got a record, bro?
Yeah, I got a little record. Actually so I was born in Illinois.
Yeah.
And Illinois is weird, man. My hometown is weird, Bloomington, Illinois. So I went back to do a charity event, actually. And I'm with all my white friends, you know. And we walking in the street because it's like the first day that school got back in session. Streets are flooded. So we're walking in the streets and like a cop is like tells us all to get off the street. So we all do. And then like 2 minutes later, he comes up to me and hands me a ticket. And I'm like, what is this for? He just doesn't say nothing. I'm like, what is this for? And he like pushed it into my gut. And when he did that, I like slapped his hand away. And it was a wrap after that.
That's it. They put you in handcuffs.
Yeah, it was all bad.
So that goes to explain a mixed kid, but my pigment is strictly nigga. When they when they see me, they don't think that our moms is probably friends. I'm saying it incorrectly. Racism, racism is still alive and it's breathing, but we keep it in the closet like the child called it. Loose lips is bigger than jiggers. Say that line correctly. How that go?
So it's make money 10 years come to everybody's a mixed kid, but my pigment is strictly nigga. When they see us, they don't think that our mamas is probably friends. Racism is still alive and it's breathing, but we keep it in the closet like the child called it. Loose lips is bigger than jiggers. A secret never sacred when you making figures. Them same homies that was banging with you will trade your friendship to the press to have you framed and leave you hanging up just like a picture. You know?
Did somebody compromise y'all friendship just to make a headline? Or you just kind of...
I've not for a headline, but you know, you see that all the time. I've had friends steal from me before.
Money,
which is crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Like off your table or off your account?
Like broke into my house. Yeah, broke into my house and stole my shit. Yeah, so it's crazy. Yeah, and then the other line was racism is still alive and it's breathing. Like I've always had like a weird perception on race because I'm mixed. Yeah, and like my white family was like, it's crazy. Like my white family was racist when I was born. Yeah, you know, so it's like I had that side, and then but at school I wasn't white. You know, like nobody thought I was white. It's nigga this, nigga that. You know, everybody. You know, so it's weird. Like I just had these two different sides of it. So it's like that's where that line kind of came from. And then even like I said, like I always had these white friends in Illinois, and they would do shit, and I would get in trouble for it. Oh man. So it's just like that's kind of where, you know.
You got a lot of Ryan Lochte's on your team, huh?
Yeah. So it's different.
A lot of Ryan Lochte's hanging out with you. A secret never sacred when you're making figures. Them same homies that was bugging with you will trade your friendship to press to have you framed like you leave you hanging up just like a pitcher, and women thirsty need a pitcher full of water. If I hit it and her nigga tripping, it's going to be a problem. You been banging out a lot of dudes' girlfriends, man?
Rappers love that.
It happens from time to time. I try not to, you know what I'm saying, but it happens from time to time. I haven't done that in a while. Because I was like, if that happened to me, I had this one time I was really drunk. I think you were there. Yeah. I think you were
Cody.
there. My DJ Codebreak was there. We were in Idaho, and like there was this girl, and I was schmanging one time for the nation, and her dude just kept calling, and he was like fucking shit up. So I just answered the phone and was like, bruh, she busy. And then I just felt like, after that I was like, that shit gonna happen to me one day, and I'm a yeah.
Yeah, did it happen yet?
Nah, it never happened. But you know, I changed up. If I know somebody has, you know, if a girl has a dude, I'm like, nah, stay away.
It ain't
That's
worth
fucked
it, huh?
up. Yeah.
If you step to me, I might have to throw like Randy Johnson. Till he's unresponsive. I probably shouldn't be out this often. I'm gone. Futuristic, ladies and gentlemen.
I like.
Got to know a little bit about him, man. We're going to play this song, right? Anti-social. And then we're going to open up this Friday Cypher. We got some MCs out there. Mala Raines out there. We got Axel Leon. Fred the Godson brought him up. D Don, he's going to be rocking the beats. Friday Cypher up next. Anti-social on Sway in the Morning, Shade 45.
It's Sway in the Morning, only on Shade 45.